Well, we did retrieve the third part of the tale, so well done, like honestly, good job. Continue sharing your books down below. Let's go to the third part of the tale now. Peppercorn was going down, down, down the hole when he saw land, grass, stones, trees, and a house. He approached the house and the dragon was actually in the kitchen cooking. The dragon was making a meal for himself, like cooking like a human, which kind of was unusual for a dragon. But the dragon saw Peppercorn and he was like rushing outside trying to run after Peppercorn and kill him and everything. So Peppercorn opened his bag of snacks and threw a piece of lamb that he had gathered. And the dragon was so distracted that he just forgot about Peppercorn and ran after the lamb, which gave Peppercorn the time to actually retrieve one of the golden apple. He did that 3 times because he wanted like all 3 pieces, everything from the dragon, so like the 3 apples. But Peppercorn is smart. He knew that only 3 apples were to be retrieved, but he picked 4 pieces of lamb because he knew he would need to distract the dragon in order to get back where the rope was and to be like brought back outside. So when he retrieved the 3 apples, he just threw the last piece of lamb, ran to the rope, and got back outside. When he reached the outside wall, because it really felt like he was down below and up there, whatever, there was like huge difference, he gave the apples back to the princess and went on his way. So yeah, that's actually the end of that little part, like that little adventure. But something like was calling to him to go back to that village. He doesn't understand why, but he just felt like that he needed to go back there. And he went back to the village and realized that everyone was actually wearing black, everyone was crying, something was wrong. And he just asked around, yeah, what's happening, whatever. And they were saying that the princess was actually giving as a sacrifice to the dragon because since he retrieved the apples, he was coming every day, every 2 days, whatever, to actually eat a girl, a maid. That was not what Peppercorn wanted to happen. That was not his goal. He was not expecting that. So he was like, okay, I need to help the princess one more time. So he went to the princess who was next to the river and she was crying and she was like, no, you cannot help me because he asked, only Peppercorn can help me. And you're just gonna be like, wait, what? She doesn't recognize Peppercorn? No, because actually he grew up, he became a man. And to prove that it was him, he was like, hey, here is the ring you gave me, which I did not tell you about. The first time he helped her, he was like, okay, I'm gonna help you. Okay, I'm gonna one more time help you, but will you marry me if I succeed? And she was like, yes, absolutely. So he was happy, she was happy, a little bit hopeful, whatever. And he fell asleep with his head on her lap until he could feel like the water and the land, everything like shaking, trembling, whatever. So he woke up to actually see that the princess was crying and that the dragon was back. For the next part of the tale to be accessible to us, we also need to make some kind of sacrifice like the maiden, like the girls did. I mean, they didn't have a choice, unfortunately. But we can actually sacrifice a little bit of our time to finally get that book read. Pick whatever book you really need to read. You had been dragging to pick up, you being like, oh, I feel so, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it, oh, I feel so intimidated by that book, or it's a book I need to read for uni, whatever. Just sacrifice a little bit of your time, a little bit of, I want to do that. No, you need to do that. Pick the thing you need to do that. Sacrifice a bit of your time and get it done. Let me know down below what you're gonna pick. Hopefully we can retrieve the 2 last parts of the tale.